there, and thank you for joining me on my channel. It's quite late at night, as you can see. I forgot to do this start video. So just to introduce myself, I've done quite a lot of the 987 videos on how to repair roofs, how to unblock channels in your car, waterproofing the car, and today's one is how to diagnose a spoiler which is not working properly and get it fixed. So the first thing I noticed was the spoiler wasn't going up and down using the button at the front, the console button. So that made me think, is the spoiler actually moving up and down? And I attached a little bit of masking tape just over here to here, okay, with low tack one, and drove the car and waited to see if the spoiler went up around the 70 miles per hour limit, and in this particular case it did, and it debonded the masking tape. The next thing that I did was then to think, right, if that's working, let's go look at the switch. And I thought, right, let's see if we can replace that switch. So I went onto eBay, managed to get a switch for £60, brand new Porsche switch, which I was quite lucky with. And I went through the process of how to actually remove the side panels and the knee bolsters to gain access to the switch panel, so that can be removed and replaced. One thing to note is that the carpet near the side bolsters, when you place it in, you may have to tap it with the end of the screwdriver, the handle side of the screwdriver, just to make sure it's tight up against the shoulder bolster. And when you're screwing it in with the T30, make sure you screw that right many times until that carpet piece is held tightly against the knee bolster. So essentially that's how I repaired my spoiler, but I'll go through the video and I'll show you the process I actually did. One thing to note also, if you have access to an OBDI reader which can activate the spoiler up and down electronically, then that is another way of actually testing to see if the spoiler is working. Anyway, it was a successful result, and I will show you how to proceed through it. Now, on the good side, it was daylight when I actually did that, so you'll be able to see clearly what was going on. On the downside, some of the portion I did were upside down, so I do correct it later on, but just bear with it and go through the entire video. There we go. Okay, so you will see that the PASM light comes on quite nicely, and the PASM light comes on quite nicely, but here we go, holding it down, nothing. Okay, and no mechanical movement on the spoiler at the back. Sometimes this LED could potentially go, but essentially that's not the case in this instant. So it may be that I need to replace the switch, only assuming that that spoiler mechanism is actually working at the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this box here and replace it with the new one, which is over here. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to remove this panel here. Okay, first, and we're going to be using a T30 torque screwdriver. Okay, so I'm going to crack away and do that, and I'll continue the video after I've done. That's it, more or less disconnected. You can see it's just a little bit more tight than that, and this should now just lift off. Okay, because you can see how it's retained. It's two clips, slide in like that, and then screw in. Okay, so we're going to do that on the opposite side as well and take that away. And then the next thing we're going to do is remove this panel. In fact, what I'll do is I'm going to remove this panel, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to bang it from there, okay, and it will pop out. Now, it requires quite a sharp movement in order to remove this section here. Okay, so there's going to be a clip here, and a clip here. So we're going to bang it. If you only bang it a little bit, whoops, 1 second, before we bang it, my apologies, there's two screws, one here and one here, which have to be removed, and that is not the Torx 30, if I remember correctly. I'll tell you what Torque number is, it is the T25 that goes in. After we've done that, we're going to bang this and it will knock it. If we give it enough force, it will knock out all of those 3 clips together in one go. So let's go and quickly do that. There's the 2 screws that came out of this. It may not be exactly correct, so just make sure you know what you've taken out of the cars, but these are the T25s. And now what I'm going to do is going to show you how you knock this, okay, and it flips out. Okay, now you might need to reposition it again and apply the pressure there, higher up, whilst putting your hand there, so it bangs on this side, bangs, holding it that side, so it puts more force up the top, and that will knock it out nice and clean. I'll show you in a second. And now you can see those 3 points that I was saying, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, so put one hand here to hold it down, bang it across here. This knocks this out and then distributes the force up to the top, and the whole thing comes out. We're going to do the same on the other side. Now when you do this side, you may find that you need to open the glove compartment just to release this trim, but you're doing it exactly the same way. Now what we're looking at next is moving this, where's my pointer? I've lost my pointer again, but we're going to remove this torque screw there, okay, and that's the one we're going to remove. Okay, so you can see it just rotating out. We'll keep that one aside, and we're going to do the same on the other side as well. Okay, I'll come back when I've done that. Now we're going to remove 2 more screws, one there and one there. I may have had it upside down, so one there and one there. Okay, the gearbox trim is then removed using a tool remover grip to go under here, where you can see there's the clip there, and you'll see another 2 at the front. There's one there, and there's another one. Let me get my big fat finger out of the way. There's the other one there, and there's another one there. Now one thing to bear in mind is you have got these 2 little clips here. Now these point backwards and they will slot under here, so when you're applying it back, you're going backwards, like that, and clipping down. Okay, now when you lift this, you will see now you've got this trim here which can then lift out. So we're going to apply pressure and just guide this top trim out the way. Okay, we'll do that next. I admit I found removing this trim here a little bit tricky, so I'm going to show you the underneath of it so you can see how it's attached. So you can see the clips there. Okay, look at that one, and look at that one, and the clip. This is just, there we go. Let's see if I can just focus onto that. The clips onto this thing here, and then it clips into these little bits here. Okay, but that's, I'll try it from this side. Okay, clips and clips. So lift off here first, and then it's easy to move off the sides. Okay, so we've now removed all that, and we're now going to go over to here, and you will see 2 screws again. I dropped the pointer, so screw there and screw over here. There we go, they need to come out, so we're going to do that just now. With those 2 screws out, you can now lift up this, and you'll see another further 2 screws which we're going to remove now. Plastic screws out of the way, we should be able to lift this out and backwards. You can see it just comes out loosely. Okay, so we don't need to move it too far, because the next thing we need to do is just clear up this section here and remove these things, and you'll see that they're held on by little grooves there, little steel pins there. You can actually see it better on there. You can see the that little silver catch over there. That needs to be depressed, and that will allow that whole section to slide out. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to press on one side, press another side, and get that out. And there you go, that's the whole section out, and you can see the clips. We just unplug that, plug the new one in. Hopefully the spoiler should now work. And there we go. After so long, I now have the rear spoiler working. So I'm just going to show you that now. When I started the car, it started off the halo, so I'm just going to show you the demonstration of the button working again. There you go, hold it down to depress and hold it up to bring up. So that at last is, after about 7 months or so, that's the spoiler back up, and I tell you, it's wonderful to actually see it back up again. There we go. That's everything put back together again. You can see the button for the spoiler is now working, the light. And just all I need to do is reassemble it. Straightforward, it's the reverse of what we did, take it apart. Okay, so let's just go and do that very quickly, and I will talk to you. I'll recap all the video just